Welcome to the VectorVest special presentation titled Benchmarking the Worry-Free Investing Challenge. The Worry-Free Investing Challenge is off to a great start. Are there any ideas you'd like to incorporate into your trading plan? Well, stand by. Tonight I'll show you how we've made it even easier to do just that. We've just completed the 4th week of the Worry-Free Investing Challenge. Each week, we've recapped the best performing entries by virtue of their real market performance and documented it on our competition score sheet. To find the score sheet, simply type in any browser www.vectorvest.com/worry-free challenge, or you can easily link to it with the link provided in the Friday VectorVest views. Each contestant's portfolio is listed on the spreadsheet, and their real-time trading performance is documented on the table of data. Of course, we can sort the table by any column heading, either ascending or descending. We've detailed the searches and the trading plans of the best performers by virtue of 3 criteria. Portfolio score, where we look for the balanced performance for both consistency of performance and overall gain, focusing just on the efficiency or the consistency of the portfolio's performance, or the best total gain, just pure capital appreciation. For each of these performers, you can click on the details icon to see an equity curve of the portfolio's performance, their system settings, and the current active search details. You can also click the transactions icon to see the stock trades that have been performed in the portfolio. Our special presentations over the past 2 weeks have focused on some interesting concepts we thought might be of interest to our subscribers from these searches. For instance, the correct use of split adjusted pricing and the creation and use of custom moving averages. And bottom line, that's the purpose of this contest, is to find effective ways to better trade high relative safety stocks, or high RS stocks. And everyone can still be involved, even if you're not in the contest. I'm pleased to announce that we've made that effort just a little bit easier. Let's go to the VectorVest program. In the VectorVest 7 US platform only, if we go to the Unisearch tab, you'll find there's a new search group called Searches WFI Challenge. Here we read the comment section describes it all. These are searches highlighted in our WFI Challenge updates as some of our best performers by virtue of their portfolio score, efficiency score, or total gain. If we open the group, we'll find the 19 searches that we have highlighted so far in the contest, and we'll add 3 each week all the way through the end of the contest in July. As much as we'd like to include all 130 plus submissions that we received, that's just not practical, but we'll keep adding the top 3 performers each week to continue to expand the selection. ProTrader is required to run some of the searches. The idea is to make it easier for you to test and develop your own approach. Maybe you want to modify the contest entry search. Maybe you want to incorporate a great idea from a contestant search into your own search. That process of analyzing performance, making adjustments, and reanalyzing the differential is called benchmarking. And with the addition of these searches to the Unisearch tool, that process is made much easier. It begins with your selection of a time frame that you want to analyze performance. So if I go to the Graphs tab, here I'm displaying the price action of the VectorVest composite over the last year. So I might want to analyze the performance of these searches maybe over just this last 4 or 5 day bullish move. Maybe I want to go from the previous pivot low. Maybe I want to do several time periods of some of these short rallies that we had in the overall downward trending market. For me, I'd like to know which of these searches had the best performance coming off the low on February 11th to current. So they had a nice uptrended market. They also had a little retracement they had to survive to get to the current date. So my benchmarking test would look something like this. I'd go back to the Unisearch tool, change my date to February 11th, click on ADJ, run the search. And I find that ADJ's search only finds one stock back on the 11th. If I quick test that stock, did have a very nice appreciation of 36% over that time frame compared to the market's 14.33%. So that's good, but is it good enough? Well, I'd like to find more than one stock, so a less restrictive search. And of course, I might try testing several days, not just the 11th, but maybe the 12th, the 13th as well. But next I'll move on to ADT and compare the performance. By double-clicking ADT, I can run the search also. To save a step, I'll quick test the top 10 stocks. Up 94.5%, it did find 10 stocks, 9 winners, 1 loser. That performance driven by this parameter, RV divided by RT divided by actual price. So when we're dividing, whatever on the left is higher, whatever's on the right is lower. So high RV with a relatively lower RT and lower price. And we wanted that ratio to be greater than or equal to 1.5. So maybe that's an idea that I could incorporate into my own search or add some more of my own ideas to ADT's long one search. Nevertheless, that's my new benchmark because it had the best performance. And so I'll just move it over to the edge of my screen, or if I had a second screen, I could put it on that screen. Moving on to ADT Long 2. I double click it to run it, quick test it. 10 winners, no losers, a gain of 18.25%, still beating the market's 14.4%, but not beating my benchmark of ADT Long 1. Again, there may be some search criteria, though, that I like or seems like a good idea that I can incorporate into my own search. And so I progress through the list of searches, quick testing their performance, comparing them to my benchmark. I would also want to consider testing them over multiple time frames, multiple dates, to make sure that I have found a consistent winner, not just one that found a one-hit wonder on that particular date. Of course, anytime I make a change, then I'd want to know whether or not that change improved the performance. So maybe if I increase price from $1 to $5, I can run the search, quick test the top 10, and see if it made a difference in the performance of the search. In this case, a slight improvement, so maybe I want to consider incorporating that change. Once you've developed a search that you like that seems to perform well over multiple time frames, then you can take it to the next step of incorporating it into a trading plan to optimize its performance over all market conditions. So what if you discover the next big thing? Submit it to us for evaluation, and if we agree, there's $1,000 cash in it for you. Think of it as a reward for your efforts. To submit your idea, simply email us at wfichallenge@vectorvest.com. We look forward to hearing from you, and thank you for attending the VectorVest special presentation.